globalist of the White House who tries to impose the unique agenda all over the people, imposing just repetition of the words that Big Brother in White House tells them. Здравствуйте, я приветствую всех вас из России. Сегодня мы говорим о многополярном мире. The representatives of all continents inhabited by human being now are taking part in this super important event because it is maybe the first coherent and systematic effort to lay the fundaments of the multipolarity. So it seems to me to be something very symbolic, this event, that is the fact of extremely importance. But what is important, it is precisely the concentration of our work on the theoretical, intellectual aspect of multipolarity. It is a kind of response of the people of the world to the hegemonic proposal of modern days globalists of the White House who tries to impose the unique agenda all over the people, imposing just repetition of the words that Big Brother in White House tells them. And we are totally different in any way. We are totally contrary to them because we're here to more than to say, but more than to say, to hear, to understand each other, to enter in the details and the regional problems in the relations of the big civilizations, trying to find the better and peaceful solution to any ongoing problems and conflicts. So we are here not to impose the dogma. We are here to create really essential democratic world and just world order, exploring its horizons, trying to understand the new sets of values that should be introduced of global politics in order to create the world much better than now. So the time of unipolarity, the unipolar moment is over.
Вновь подчеркивалось, что эпоха однополярного миропорядка завершилась.
I hope everybody here in our world agree with that. But still unipolarity as a wounded dragon, it tries to impose, to divide et impera, to impose its will of ill, sick, and dying system, provoking wars, conflicts, colored revolutions, and so on. So we need to stay together against this last effort, last, I hope, of the dragon, of the wounded dragon to save desperately its hegemony, its domination, but it is futile, it is impossible now. The term multipolarity is largely used in different contexts and different debates and analysis on international level, but never before no one tried to give a kind of systematic approach to the multipolarity, to think about multipolarity as alternative world order and try to know how multipolarity is seen from different angles, from different continents, from different civilizations, from different religions, from different peoples. And our first online conference on multipolarity is precisely this effort to fill the gap in the definition of what in the reality multipolarity is and should be. What are main differences with unipolar system? why Western neoliberal hegemony is so opposed to multipolarity. And we have invited to speak on these topics the representatives of almost all big countries, great civilizations. And that is very symbolic that so prominent scientists as Zhang Weiwei, Chinese professor, participates in that because his work dedicated to the civilizational state, it is one of the theoretical pillars of the multipolarity.
So I'll define this civilizational state as an amalgamation of an age-old civilization with a super large modern state. So its typical feature is it's both old and new.
And this term is used in some strategic document of modern days Russia. We are already inside of a multipolar world, but we are making the first steps inside of this multipolarity. That is why it's so important to study the subject, to speak about multipolarity, to imagine multipolarity, to create, to promote the discourse, multipolar discourse, addressing to all the people and all the cultures and all the society, all the traditions, or all the continents in the world, because we are humanity, not them, and we represent the majority of the world population because we include the peoples of the West on our side. The people are with us. Vision of the future. Unipolarity could not stand anymore. It is over. We are future. They belong already to the past. And let us elaborate the ways of our common future based on real respect to each tradition, to each other identity, and to each civilization. There is not only one civilization. There are many civilizations. It is in plural. It should be in plural. The rest tries to reduce the richness of the civilization. We are not only the rest. We are civilizations with our own positive meaning and content. And the Western civilization, it is our civilization, not their, because they destroy and cut the roots of their own civilization. So we will win. The fight is long, the fight is difficult, maybe heroic, but let us start our conference on multipolarity first, worldwide online conference on this subject. Thank you very much, and thank you every one of you who participates in this so important, symbolic, maybe historic event. Thank you.